Oh.
When you're losing your virginity, it fucking hurts, man.
You must have had a big ass dick.
A small ass vagina.
Oh.
When did you start having pleasure? Was it in the same session or it had to be multiple times?
Years later.
Oh.
Years?
Wow.
Years?
No,
Because she's been having nothing but
Or
big
how many
dick.
sex sessions?
Yeah, exactly. So there was the first time I did it, and then after that, I didn't do it again for like years.
How old were you?
Yeah.
13.
13?
Oh.
Damn!
What was I doing?
You're
What was
young.
I doing at 13?
That sounds
What
like
grade is
way
that?
younger,
Seven?
but I was 16. It's only 3 years, but it just sounds like a huge
13 to
difference.
16.
I think
Huge
average.
difference,
I think
though.
average for me. I remember girls losing it from 13 to 15, and then anything over 15, they're already like too late.
Because I remember when I lost my virginity, I wanted to just get rid of it. I'm
Because
like,
everybody did it already, right?
yeah, that's true.
Take it away from
Now
me.
now thinking back, yeah, everyone in my high school, they were already, they weren't virgins. I was like the one like loser in my group.
You must have hung out with really cool people then.
I saw her old pictures.
That
She was
was-
from a party crew. Those
Oh,
were the
you were
cool
really-
Did you
things.
see those eyebrows? Hell yeah, she was in the party
The
crew.
thinner the eyebrows, the more cool.
Yeah, I remember when I was losing my virginity though, like I was so nervous and I was scared and it was painful. And by the time it finished, like we were done, I was like, oh thank God, there. Now I'm not a virgin, now I can move on with my life because I just wanted to get rid of my virginity.
Wow.
That's so great. That's like the opposite how I felt. I felt like, oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
You're in the bathroom? You're in the bathroom with a mirror?
Where did it happen?
In my room.
Okay.
On my bed. Actually, it could have happened in my car, like a week earlier. But then the girl said that she wanted to be in a bedroom, not in a car. So we had.
She classy.
Had a place.
Same thing with me.
Really?
I remember because I was like,
Oh.
I don't want to lose my virginity in a car.
Maybe
Damn,
that's.
you guys are
Guys
classy.
don't care then, I guess.
How
Guys
old
just
were you? How
anywhere.
old were you guys?
I was 16, she was 14. And then I just remember like, oh my god, you want to wait a whole week so we can go to What's the fucking difference?
Wait, how did that happen though? So like it was about to go down naked. It's like right here, and then she's like, no, like I want it in a bed, and then that's why you were so like, what?
Well, she was giving me a blowjob in the car. And then I was like, well, this is happening. Well, I guess the natural progression is to take off her pants. And so I was like, and then and like maybe 2 inches away from being completely off, I was like, whoop! And then I was like, oh, what? And then she was like, no, I want to be in a bedroom. I want to be on a bed.
Was she? So she was also a virgin and you were a virgin.
Yeah, we were both virgins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
That's special.
Yeah, it was special. And then I just remember like it happened. And I was like, holy shit, it feels warm. It's soft. It's great.
Like, what did you expect it to be?
I don't know, because before that,
You've never felt anything.
Yeah.
You've
like
only
that.
felt your own hand. You know, it's like, okay, I know how a hand feels.
Because
And then-
guys grow up wondering what it feels like to be
Yeah,
inside.
exactly.
So you just have all these questions. Like a guy's brain about a vagina is fucking Riddler's costume.
And until you come face to face with one, you think it smells great. You think it tastes fantastic. It's like candy. It tastes like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola pours out from it, but it's not the case.
You think it's like Bath and Body Works?
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, you
That's
have like
awesome.
super unrealistic expectations of a
That's
And
vagina.
that's every guy.
Every
Every
guy's
guy
like
thinks it's like a flower down there. I mean, we call it a flower, right? For a reason, I think.
It's still the
Yeah.
same to me.
You still see Coca-Cola?
Well, there's guys get horny drunk. That's kind of
Oh.
everything is kind of like, no, girl, you're the finest girl in this world right now. It's just me and you, you
That's why
fuck.
I've
And then girls be
always-
like, but I didn't shave today, and it's like, you think I'm looking at your legs? Fuck no, bro. I'm looking at that pussy. But I didn't shave that much today. You think I care about that shit? That's just a little bit of stubble. That happens from time to time. It's cool. Like,
The worst things, but I have
yeah.
puppies.
It's
You know
like,
what? No,
but
it's
I
okay.
shit my pants today. It's all good. We can take a shower together. Like, let's fucking clean that shit up.
There's solutions.
There's solutions. Let's do it.
Yeah, I
Yup.
just want to get it in.
I mean, think about it. Guys will eat a girl out while she's on her period if they're horny.
That's
That's
true.
That's like if I fucking cut
That's
my
true.
arm and a girl goes, I'll fucking be your
It's
Band-Aid.
those goth white people, man. You
Yeah.
know those people exist.
How was your first time then?
It was wonderful.
Really?
Yeah,
How
it was
were you
amazing.
feeling? What
I
was
was like,
going on?
oh my god. So I had many opportunities to actually have sex, But I did it in stages, you know. I was just like, we're gonna do this first. She's gonna fill me up. I'm gonna fill her up, and then a week later, we're gonna just suck each other off the whole week. I'm gonna eat her out. She's gonna suck me off, and then after that, you know, we're gonna fucking dry her up.
Strategic.
So we made sure like it was like a long time. And then she was a virgin, I was a virgin. I wanted it to be with a girlfriend, and it worked out awesome. I actually don't remember the exact day of when it happened. I just remember we fucked like crazy that whole week. As soon as it happened, it was just like, well, and then back then though, I came in like 20 seconds. I could not control that shit. I can't, you guys can't pace themselves. They put it in and it's like, oh shit! And it busts and you're like, oh, but usually I don't come this fast.
Oh,
when I jack off, I don't come this fast. And you're making all these excuses and shit. Let me try one more time. But then you know what? When you're young too, you can fuck like 5-10 times a day. You're just like, you fuck. You come and you go, I'm gonna take a shower, take a little nap. You go fucking fuck, and you go fucking eat dinner. You come back and you fuck. Yeah.
That's true. I feel like sex, you're losing your virginity. Sex, you can't expect the greatest sex from that. Like, either if you're with a virgin as well, it's like, your experience levels are at 0, both of you guys. If not, then maybe they have experience, but you have 0 experience, and you're not going to be able to complement each other very well.
I feel like it's one of those things though where you get desensitized over time, and then what used to make you feel good don't make you feel good anymore. That's why you gotta start doing some crazier shit. Our good friend Michael,
who had to upgrade to hookers,
who had a stripper lap dancing him and saying, "Fuck me harder, daddy," made him come. I was just like,
True story.
That would have been me at 15.
Now you're asking girls to stick their finger up your butthole?
Yup. Just fuck it, nah.
Did any of you guys feel guilt at all? Cause it all sounds like everyone was like felt great.
You
Was
felt
super
guilt?
excited, yeah.
You felt guilt?
Yeah.
Why?
So like I guess growing up, my mom's homegirls and homeboys were all monks, so that means they were just celibate. So you don't. There's
You
not
just
even.
don't have sex,
Yeah,
period.
there's not even a time that you can get to where having sex is okay. Having sex is never okay. And then so when it was my first time when I was 15, we were like, fuck yeah, we're finally gonna have sex, but there's still like this looming like gray cloud of guilt on me the whole time. And I remember as soon as I put it in, I was like, yes, no. I couldn't control it. I couldn't control it. I could not control this. I can't control this. And then afterwards, I was like, fuck it. If I did it, I did it. Might as well keep going.
He's like, it's sin, I better commit. Ah! I have sinned.
And I was like, yeah, since I've sinned, I might as well just keep sinning. There's no going back.
So you didn't feel guilty after the first time?
I did. I felt really guilty.
No,
It
after.
felt so
Like,
good.
the second time you had sex, did you still feel guilty?
I felt really guilty still.
How long did it take for you to get rid of the guilt?
Yeah.
He's still guilty.
Maybe I'm still feel guilty now. I don't know.
It feels so bad.
That's why he needs to be cuddled after every time, right?
Crying.
Now it makes sense.
Right.
My mind's telling me no.
Yeah, pretty much.
That song is all about bar right there.
For me, I actually waited till I was 19 to lose my virginity. I don't know where I got this idea from, or maybe it was just like my parents just like subconsciously like feeding me this, but they never, like they were like, if you get pregnant or if this happens, like you can't live in this household. And I just always looked up to my older sister, and she got married, no kids, and I thought she was a virgin the whole time. I didn't find out till later that she was just a hoe like anyone else. So I did the phases kind of like Joe was talking about, like, you know, the filling up and then the whole jacking off, and then it just slowly progresses. And then it was time for us to like actually do it. And I was like, oh fuck, like I remember my sister told me like, you know, when you're ready to have sex, you're not gonna feel nervous at all. So that time was kind of approaching where we were messing around, and one thing was leading
Keep going.
I know. Well, I use this to be like, yeah, it's 10.
Just imagine you doing homework, you're like,
There's like a breeze. It's time. No, like we were just messing around and stuff, and I didn't feel nervous. Like I didn't feel anything, and like I knew what was gonna happen. Like you know, like the direction it's going, and you know where it's gonna lead to. So I was like, oh fuck, all right, this feels cool. This is great. And we were like in a public restroom, like at the college.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
It was a very clean restroom, and it was in the nursing building, which is like the cleanest building because like not everyone goes there.
Yeah.
So it was like
Have some
super clean.
decency.
I know.
So you didn't care about it
I
being in
didn't
a
give a
bedroom
fuck.
like everyone else is?
I didn't get
Well, she's 19. I think at that age, you were just like, fuck it. I need some dick right now. It's time.
I remember I was just like, man, it felt so calming. Like I was horny drunk. He was like sitting down on the toilet. And then I just got on top, and then I was just holding on to the railing because I'm like, this is fucking wonderful.
That was good? It was good?
I mean, it hurt because it was like, it definitely hurt, and like I was bleeding and everything. But I was just like, holy shit, this is dope.
Every girl bleeds.
I don't know.
I didn't bleed.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you have a different hole.
You had a different. So we'll get back to that.
Yeah, no, it was like.
That hole was brown, but keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like my story is like
Both
a
virginities.
yeah, like it's a two-part story. So like
It's a two.
It is a
Alright, first part.
story.
What's the first part?
So like I know that like we've been like having like foreplay with each other, right? Like we've been like touching each other and whatnot, and like most of it would usually just happen like in the car. The seats are down, and I just remember at that time like everything was just feeling really hot, and like in my head I was thinking like, oh my god, like what's happening, what's going on, and like you know, like we were just touching each other, and I was like, fuck dude, I was like, dude, this is like very sensational, right? And I'm not so educated in like having sex with somebody, and it's like, and I don't want to be pregnant at like such a young age. I'm like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? And then like at that point, like, yes, like I know we've told stories about this before, but it's just more of like, yes, the guy did do like the approach of, oh, it's just the tip. Let me just like put just the tip in, right?
Where?
In front of the vagina hole.
In front of
I always do that shit too. Let me just fucking slide this. I just want to fucking. Let me just slide it on your clit.
Yeah.
It fell inside.
Because it was wet.
Dog, man.
Because he was doing that, right? Like he kind of wanted to put it in. I was like, no, stop. Like
I'm not like that.
Like we can't do this. Like we don't have a condom. Like I'm not ready like to get pregnant. Like I don't know much about this right now. Like I was literally freaking out just for a bit, and he was like, okay, maybe like we'll just try the other. Do you want to try the other way? And I was like, if he leaks into my asshole, like I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get pregnant that way. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get pregnant that way. And so then like we tried it out, and I remember it was the weirdest feeling because like, okay, this is weird. I feel like I have to take a big shit because there's like something in there that like needs to come out. Like, when he like pulled out, like, apparently there's like a little bit of like pee on his penis. It wasn't clean. It was nothing.
Of course it's not gonna be.
That's
Honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know we were gonna like do anything more that night. You know, it's just like I didn't know like that. Like I knew like poo was gonna come
Was it
out.
pleasurable at all?
No, it hurt. Just hurt.
What about the other virginity?
Same guy?
No, different guy.
How long of time has spanned from the first one to the sequel?
This is like a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
The second one comes
Like-
first.
Yeah.
Like honestly, years. It was years. Like
Oh,
years.
years.
8 years.
8 years?
Probably like
I can see why. Your
'Cause
first
you're-
time was fucked up.
Traumatized.
In between this 8 years, was there any sort of action?
No.
Oh, it was just like nothing.
I'm so curious
Oh,
about
crazy.
doing this.
Yeah.
It's so
What happened to
irregular.
your vagina?
So then, for me actually losing my virginity, it was in the boyfriend's bedroom, and I think at that time like we were getting comfortable with each other, and like I didn't feel as nervous as I did back in high school, but like when it did happen, like I was just ready for it.
You're like, bitch,
Yeah.
I need some D in my life. It's been long gone.
Because I was curious. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I wonder how it feels.
I need to know.
Yeah. So like it didn't hurt. I didn't bleed. And it wasn't bad at all. Like
good.
yeah. But it was definitely more pleasurable the second time.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But don't feel embarrassed. There's girls out there that just love it in the butthole.
Yeah.
They prefer it in the butthole sometimes.
Yeah.